Hey guys, back with you. I know it's been a long time, but I've been working on Halloween decorations. I've got a Halloween party I'm planning, trying to decorate for. Lots of stuff going on. Once Halloween's over, it'll go a lot smoother. We'll be more focused on trains. Of course, you've got a lot to look forward to. I've got an Athearn Genesis SD70 Ace review coming up as soon as they release one, along with I will compare it to the MTH to let you know which one will be better to buy. But today we're here going over the Athearn Genesis 844, which is a Northern FEF 484 steam engine. So we're going to go over this, going to go over the details. They're kind of hard to come by these days. They're only available on eBay here and there. I picked one up in 09 on Model Train Stuff for $239, I think, back in the summer of 2009, but they're no longer available in most stores. So if you find one, I'll give you the review to let you know whether it's worth it. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing you probably notice is that this engine is smoking. Now, this steam engine does not come equipped to smoke. What you've got to do is buy a soothe smoke unit that drops in. You just put it in there and it's ready to go. You just add the soothe smoke unit itself. It's a drop-in unit, like I said. Then you add the smoke fluid and it'll be smoking. There's no chuffing effect. This was before the days of chuffing, puffing smoke synchronized with the chuff rate on steam engines. Now, as you see here, there's clearly one smoke unit. However, I have two installed. The back smoke unit stopped working for some reason. I'm not sure why. So that could be a problem with you. I haven't really checked into why or into repairing it. Now, for the cattle guard in the front, or cow catcher, or whatever it's called right here, as you see, there's no coupler, but there's an option to remove this, add a coupler, or you can take a screwdriver on the underside, turn it around, and there's a dummy coupler. Now I use that for consisting with other steam engines if I'm doing like a multiple consist of steam engines or whatever. So that's about it on that. Now you see the number boards, they're lighted, looks pretty good. There's also a headlight that doesn't show up well on video. It's kind of dull, but if you've seen this real steam engine, which I have in person, and is the reason I bought this model steam engine, because it was the first steam engine I've seen, they also have kind of a dull looking headlight. I'm not sure how they actually work for the engineer, but they look dull in person. So that's pretty accurate prototypically. Now, if you've been a fan or watched my videos, you may have seen this video where I changed the CVs to sound more like the 844. I've also changed the chuff rate, and I've changed the bell, all to sound more like the 844. The reason I did this was because the ones that the factory comes with are very bad, and they sound completely horrible. At least the ones that are given as options are somewhat better. However, they're not that great. They're still not what the 844 sounds like, but you find that in a lot of models. So if you can get over that fact, it's fine. While we're on the subject of sound, the sound is provided by an MRC sound decoder, and there are rumors out there that the Athearn people are going to put out a full rerun of these 844s and the Challenger 3985s with tsunami decoders, so you may want to hold on for that if it's true. I don't know, but there are definitely rumors out there of that. And you can see that one smoke unit is doing a great job. Now the chuff rate on the 844 is 4 rotations per chuff. So basically this engine here is supposed to have 4 rotations per chuff. Like it's supposed to chuff at the 12 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, and the 9 o'clock position, somewhere around there. And that's what I've tried to also change the CVs to accommodate with. If you have questions about the CVs, feel free to email me. But for now, we're going to get this thing fired up and let you see how it performs with the sound. So let's get that going. Now, as you see, there's already power, and you may have noticed we just ran out of steam, and that's because the the soothe smoke unit just drinks that smoke fluid. Like it was full when I started this video, and 4.5 minutes in, we're out of steam. So as you can see, we go through that quite a bit. So anyway, let's get this thing going here. Like I said, the smoke does not chuff with the chuff rate or anything like that. It was before its time. Right now it's at like 3 speed steps. Well, let's go ahead and give it a round the track once. I'm going to crank this up to 126 speed steps, which is its fastest. 70 right now. Slowly working my way up. Alright, now we're at 126. So that's this engine pretty much maxed out on speed. And I've just cut it off completely. As you can tell, just like a real engine, it takes some time to stop. Stop somewhere right before the bridge. Let's come back here. Now you may notice a red light on the back of the tender there. That lights up when it's in reverse. The headlight lights up when it's in forward. Pretty simple. Now let's listen to the bell I've switched it to. And the horn, the whistle. So I've changed those sounds, still not exactly prototypical 844 sounds, but as close as you can get on what Athearn Genesis and the MRC people offer you in CV options. So now that we've gone over all that, speeds and top speeds and sounds, and let's look at the overall detail a bit. Now, nothing really catches my eye, but I may not have been in the hobby as long as you have. I've only been in about 1.5 years. One thing that does catch my eye is that it's a little dusty, but that's because it sits on my display, which you probably can see in one of my other videos where I've got the entire 844 passenger cars and engine sitting up on a shelf behind my couch. There are no cab figures in this engine. No cab figures there. It's just an empty cab with not a whole lot to see in there. Not a very detailed cab, no cab figures. Not a lighted cab either. But what you do get is the headlight, the number boards are lit, and the details aren't too shabby. Like I said, I just want to show this to you for you to see. I don't have a whole lot to point out as far as details because I'm not still too new really to know the fine little details of an engine. And I just buy the engines that are available to me and go from there. So that's my review of the engine. Overall, would I buy it again? Yes. You know, if Athearn is going to have the Genesis line release these with the Tsunami sound, I'd definitely wait, because these things are kind of hard to come by, and therefore they'll probably cost you more than if they re-release them and you get the one with Tsunami sound. So definitely a recommended buy, especially since it's one of the only models with DCC and sound, unless you want to buy like brass and install a decoder, or the old River Rossi ones and install a decoder. It's your best option right now. So a good engine overall, and it was worth the $230 I paid, or whatever it was, something around there. So, alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, or message me on YouTube. If you've got any concerns about whether to buy this, or you can't find one, I've already helped one YouTuber find one of these and purchase it for a pretty good price. I think he paid $250. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and remember, I will be doing, once Athearn releases the SD70 I'll be doing a video comparing the MTH and the Athearn, and it'll be a review, and I'll be going through all my layout. I'm working on a new layout when I move, and this layout will be out the window because it's got some very uneven track. So I'm going to be doing a modular layout, so keep an eye for that. Thanks for watching my videos, and thanks for subscribing, and have a good day.